Hi, this is Ben Mankiewicz, and this is Four Favorites with the TCM hosts. I'm going to start with Paths of Glory, Stanley Kubrick's 1957 film. It's the best war film ever made. You feel like you watched a 3-hour movie, and it was 88 minutes long. I can't make any list without including 3 Days of the Condor, Robert Redford. He just reads books. Casablanca, best studio film ever made. I can't decide between George Clooney movies. I'm giving you Out of Sight and Michael Clayton. I can't say enough about Out of Sight. I came out of that theater like doing like this to no one. If every movie made me feel like this, I would see 3 movies a day. It was exhilarating.
My favorite of all time that I always say is The Apartment from 1960, directed by Billy Wilder. It really shows what he was a master of, which is tone, of blending comedy and dark drama and romance at the same time. My second selection is a little out there, but I love watching it, and I watch it over and over again, is It's Complicated. Nancy Meyers, my comfort movie. I watch it many times a year. I love Meryl Streep and Steve Martin and Alec Baldwin together. They have such a great romantic triangle. One from the UK is Brief Encounter, a beautiful tragic romance and an inspiration for many filmmakers, including Billy Wilder when he was making The Apartment. Then I would say Singing in the Rain. I mean, it's just a classic, but it plays really well. I recently did a screening of it at a theatre in Maine, and it was so fun to hear people react to Gene Kelly's musical numbers, clapping because they couldn't believe what they were seeing on the screen. I had a crush on Gene Kelly when I was young, and he's so effortless when he moves. He was so athletic. He just made it look so easy. That is such a great film, Singing in the Rain, to introduce to anyone who hasn't seen a classic film, because not only does it talk about film history with the coming of sound into Hollywood, it's fun and it's funny.
I love Mulholland Drive. Abel Gance's Napoleon, right, silent film, which I put on my list for Sight and Sound of, my 10 favorite films of all time. What's something that I can throw a curve at you? How about Doris Day's Love Me or Leave Me? I'm a huge Doris Day fan. I'm introducing a Doris Day movie tonight, Teacher's Pet. And just because it's so weird, The Wild Bunch, Sam Peckinpah's The Wild Bunch.
My favorite film is The Wiz, and we're watching a restored version of The Wiz at the festival this year. I remember vividly seeing it when I was a child, and so I'm thrilled that we're showing that. Car Wash is another one of my all-time favorites, and I'm really honored that I get to introduce that film with Michael Schultz and to do a conversation with him, since we're doing a tribute to him and his extraordinary career at the festival. Beau Geste, The Silent, that we're going to be showing on Sunday night, along with a Mont Alto Orchestra with this beautiful score. There's so much imaginative work that people were doing during the silent era, because when you couldn't rely on dialogue, you had to tell stories in other ways and convey character through facial expressions. Really raw and experimental and energetic mode that I think we kind of lost when sound came in. Maybe Mamma Mia, actually, which is tonight at Poolside. Yes, it's so fun. Sometimes films get haters. People tend to form really strong feelings about movies they've never seen. Like they see a couple clips or they hear about it and they decide, that's not for me, or it must be terrible. You have to spend the time with the work of art. And even if you decide you don't like it, I think you at least appreciate the work that's gone into it.